Increased fees and staffing cuts are options on the table as the La Crosse City Council is doing a balancing act with a tough budget.
News 8's Jenna Traum joins us live in our studio to break down what changes are being considered.
Mark and Lisa, nothing is set in stone. The changes are just being discussed right now, but a city council committee is looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars in new fees and dozens of staffing cuts. It sounds more like a circus act than a budget talk.
How to juggle the numbers to make it work, I think, is the big item. We have to find a fine balance.
The city of La Crosse is struggling to make up for a major budget shortfall.
First of all, it's a huge challenge because the state has, along with this, proposed reductions in revenues to our community. They've also put levy limits on the community, strict levy limits.
That means city government can only increase taxes to a certain point, so the city has to find other ways to fill the budget gap without cutting vital services.
At some point, the city of La Crosse, like every other city, is responsible for police and fire and safety and streets and parks and all of the things that the city does.
The City Council's Board of Estimates is looking into cutting about 30 city jobs. A majority of them are already vacant. They're also considering more than $700,000 in fees. Most of them are new, but some are an increase of existing fees. Fees under consideration include rentals from park and recreation, fees for parades, walks, and special events, fire pit fees, and boat launching fees. But even if all these changes are implemented, it would still barely make up for the city's lost revenue from the state.
If you would take the total tax levy that's being considered for 2012, and if you would take all of those potential user fees, and I doubt if all will be accepted, but if you would take all of that together, it will still be no more than was collected by the city in 2011 and possibly maybe less. So that's the big picture that we have to look at.
And the effects of budget decisions made this year will go far beyond 2012.
This budget problem is not going to go away. It's probably never going to go away. I always say that when you make a decision today, that's not the most important decision you're making. The most important decision is the one that's going to come after this one.
The hearing process continues Thursday. The Board of Estimates, which consists of 8 council members plus Mayor Matt Harder, will hear more from the various city departments with their views on the proposed changes.
Thank you, Jenna. There are 2 public hearings scheduled for later in November in front of the entire City Council.
They are Tuesday, November 15th and Thursday, November 17th, both at 7:30 p.m. at City Hall.